This Transmissions Trips to the Store video is brought to you by PrimeToys.net. Check out PrimeToys.net for all the newest Transformers and third-party figures. Also, don't forget to listen during the show for the discount code offered to Transmissions listeners. PrimeToys.net. Collector-grade toys without the collector-grade prices.
Welcome to the Transmissions Trips to the Store, where we show off all the cool Transformer stuff we got this week. This is part of our regular Transmissions podcast. You can check out at our website, www.transmissionspodcast.com. Check it out right down below there in the YouTube description. Yoshi.
Sir.
Who is sponsoring this edition of Trips to the Store?
How is it after 157 episodes you can't remember that we're sponsored by Value Village? Week in and week out, it's Value Village. And I'm not just saying this to stall for time, like I don't know what the ad is going to be.
Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'.
Today's Trips to the Store is brought to you by Value Village. And today's Value Village ad was written by Dorkman, of all people. Value Village.
My favorite superhero.
Yes. Value Village. Discount toys at retail prices. Value Village.
Nice.
Thank you, Dorkman.
Well, I have to tell you, Yoshi, that Trips to the Store is actually...
Value Village, sir. Value Village.
It's actually brought to us by PrimeToys.net. Collector-grade toys without the collector-grade prices. And we have a code. The code is Transmissions March, because we're in the month of March now.
What?
My birth month. And we have our code, Transmissions March. You get 10% off any order at PrimeToys.net. All right, Transmissions March, 10% off. Very easy, very simple to remember.
Imagine picking up Charles' birthday present at 30% off. Is that what you said, 30% off?
10%.
40%, 10% off. 10%. Imagine picking up Charles' birthday present at 10% off. That's just an idea. If you want to get on his good side, if you ever want to hear the Charles solo album, this is a way to start that.
Well, and if you buy the 3 times, that's 30% off.
Hey.
I don't think that's how math works.
I went to public school.
Don't judge him for living in Minnesota.
Wisconsin.
Okay.
Same thing.
Wisconsin.
It's cold, so.
Minneconsin.
Might as well be Alaska.
All right, let's can the shenanigans and get into the mountain of toys that Darryl's brought to us this week.
Fuck.
Going on mute.
All right, Darryl, the floor is yours. Show us what you got.
It's like I have a reputation or something. Well,
yeah, it's in the bathroom of Value Village, just written on the wall there.
By me.
For a good time, call Darryl 555.
There will be toys.
$50.
Get Darryl's box of fun for $50.
I have comics this week. Since I forgot to show it last week, this is More Than Meets the Eye number 49 with the wicked cover showing Tailgate in the boxing pose in front of Thunderclash.
Very cool.
And
as he removes it from the bag and board, you put the next comic in the bag.
This is Transformers number 50. This is the Andrew Griffith cover. My store had a bunch of them actually, but it was and I probably could have gone and pulled a Shelton, but this $7.99 price tag, this is American, so this meant that my book was $10.79. So it was like I was buying RI covers at Charles's store.
Can I add something that has nothing to do with this, Darryl?
Why not?
I was doing my laundry today, and after I fished out the 7th wet bill, all I could think of was, if this was Canadian money, I wouldn't have a problem right now.
That's true.
It is true, and that's fucking, your money is worth less, but better than ours.
Especially if you're talking about dollars, single dollars, we don't even use those. We have coins for that.
The loony.
I probably would have heard it. Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You take a collection after
broken the washing machine.
Yep. Anyway, I have one toy, and it is from the Robots in Disguise line, that line that we were talking about and gave such praise to. Megatronus.
Ooh.
He's a prime, right, Charles?
Yes, he is.
Mm-hmm.
He is the Fallen.
Mm-hmm. So, this is the Transformers RID 2015 version of Megatron. They chose not to go with Megatron. Went with Megatronus, I guess.
Well, Megatron took his name from Megatronus.
Exactly. That's the canon, but I don't know what they've come up with for this show. Unless they followed that. I mean,
They did follow that in the show. You watched the episode. You don't remember the episode?
Oh, fuck, Darryl, you're supposed to be the Transformers guy.
There was one line in the episode where they say, Megatronus, is that Megatron? They're like, no, Megatron took his name from this guy, so he's worse than Megatron.
Well, there you go. And the cool thing is that they put their instructions on the back of the box, so there's no like piece of paper on the inside that falls out and you lose. So it also means you have to keep the back of the box.
So you're saying you need also instructions for this one?
I have no instructions for it. Yeah.
There's also no profile or tech specs or anything either.
No, there's not. No, but you don't need him. He's Megatronus. He's just bad to the bone. Anyway, that's what I got this week.
I feel like we need to issue an apology to Tom Proscia and Zach's house.
And I guess to anyone who missed the end of season 1 of RID, because I tried to avoid spoiling it in this section we talked about it, and now we just spoiled it.
We can beep it out.
Daryl's level of incompetence had to spoil it for you, everybody.
Nobody watches the video.
That's true.
This is just so we can see each other once a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Gotta admit, Darryl, I'm a little disappointed.
Hey, I got to give you guys a chance sometime.
Let's go on to Jeremy. What do you got, Jeremy?
Yes, Jeremy, let's see it.
All right, I got comics. First one, Transformers vs. G.I. Joe number 11. The retail cover. But what's interesting, since we don't actually talk about this comic normally on the show, you see how he's holding the snake, how Duke is holding the snake there?
Yeah.
Tom Scioli's actually released the original art for this. Originally, he was going to be holding a cigar, and he was forced to change it, so now it's a snake. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Oh, I saw that he released the original unreleased art, and that before it was a cigar, it was a dildo.
We're never getting Tom Scioli back on the show.
I approve your choice, Jeremy, of not bagging and boarding that comic.
I haven't bagged and boarded any comics because I just pulled them out of the bag from the shop today. Plus, I want to be out of bags.
That's a noise I didn't know a human voice box could make.
All right. On to Transformers number 50. I got, like Darryl, I got the retail. $7.99 American.
The 50th issue, you don't have bagged and boarded?
Not yet. I also have the RI cover, the Alex Milne, Josh Perez art.
Ooh.
So might have another cover on its way in the mail. We'll see. That's all I got this week.
I still think I'm winning.
All right, Yoshi.
I'm gonna bring some actual Transformers shit to trips to the store today. Jesus Christ.
Got some Autobot and Decepticon slippers.
Yeah, that's what it is. 9.0 graded issue 3, signed by Jim Shooter.
Who's Jim Shooter?
He was... fucking Charles is going to correct me. He's the guy at Marvel who oversaw the acquisition of the Transformers property license to Marvel, I believe.
He might have done that. What I remember was that he was the editor at Marvel and had
Did
a
he
hand
come up
in,
with the names?
Yeah, he had a hand in doing some of the original backstory.
He's got a
along with,
really detailed 2-part blog post about actually what he did those early days, which I found to be very enjoyable to read, and how the rights came to them after DC Comics kind of fucked it up. It's really interesting. It's that whole fly on a wall scenario I've always talked about and finally kind of got in reading his blog post. So just Google Jim Shooter and Transformers and you'll find it.
Maybe hook us up with a link, Yoshi, that we can put in the show notes.
After you finish.
Thank you. The other thing I got is a file folder, a school folder, G1 Transformers. This was a Lay's mail away. It was the only way you could get this thing.
Like the potato chip Lay's?
Yeah. The potato chips were doing a mail away thing. I guess you sent in 27 bags or some bullshit and you got it. And it was just, I'm kind of really digging collecting this old art. And this is heavily based on the action figures. And I dig it.
Cool.
And its rarity, I dig, too, obviously.
Frito-Lay.
You can write your name in it?
Yeah.
What subject?
Yoshi, dickishness. That's all I got, sir. I will go find those links, Charles, while you now serenade us with your voice and your figures.
I got them.
Oh, you found it already?
I am a master of Google.
You are a master of Google.
Jim Shooter Transformers, first 2 links.
Told you. Wasn't really work. Charles, what do you got, sir? Bring us on home. Beat that.
All right. Well, first thing I got, something that I've been waiting a long, long time for.
Hey!
Certificate of Authenticity from the
They
Peter
did their
Cullen
goddamn job.
One thing I have to say, though, nowhere on their certificate does it say Peter Cullen autograph or signature. So I don't know how much this... I don't know...
Are you ever going to sell the item?
Probably not. But did you guys have, does yours certificate say Peter Cullen or signature or autograph anywhere on there?
I'd have to look at it.
Yeah.
The thing that's going to save your ass, though, is the photo you took and the metadata on that photo.
Yep. I also got comics.
Did we pull a Shelton?
No, we did not. I told you that was not going to happen. Transformers vs. G.I. Joe number 11. Same comic.
How did you get the dildo cover? It's supposed to be unreleased.
I'm still friends with Tom Scioli, and he hooked me up. I also got Transformers number 50. I wanted to get the Casey Collar cover, but my store didn't have it. But I got the regular cover. That's still cool.
It's the better one.
No. And I got another thing.
Oh, snap-a-doodle.
This is the Ironhide, Masterpiece Ironhide collector coin that came with Masterpiece Ironhide
Nice.
from PrimeToys.net. Thank you, Prime Toys.
Cool.
Now, he looks cool in the box. He looks even cooler outside of the box.
Amazing!
So he's missing this.
Oh, that's amazing. Look at you.
There he is.
Opened it up.
All the stuff.
Wow.
Got all this, instructions, all that stuff. Little card.
That's cool. Well done.
He's nice. He's really nice.
What did you think of the transformation, especially the legs?
Yeah, it's really cool. I like how the outside of the van wraps around the legs. That's really neat. The wheel butt is not really bothering me. It still looks cool.
Yeah.
I know Yoshi is probably complaining that no rubber tires. All the tires are plastic.
There it is.
But it's cool. I like it. It's nice. All the accessories are great. All the little little guns and everything. Yeah, he's got a little little rocket pack and all the little stuff. There's an extra face there. Yeah, it's neat. I like it. I'm gonna start opening all my other masterpieces.
See what you're missing.
You're setting quite the precedent for yourself.
I like it. It's really cool. I liked it. My son messed around with it a little bit too. I didn't let him transform it. I just let him
Until
touch
you
it.
said, okay.
I like it. It's cool.
That's awesome. I'm glad you opened it.
There's the butt. There's the wheel butt. I really didn't see how you got the whole van out of the figure, and it's really neat how it's all put together.
Yeah, it is.
So it's cool.
I even like the arms, like the forearms, how they just kind of like opened up and then they just kind of wrapped and kind of combined, like not combined, but they folded in on themselves to make the full rectangle.
Yeah, you can see the van windows on the bottom of his forearms. Yeah. Very cool. All the joints are really nice and ratchety.
Yep.
Very cool. Yoshi, did you open yours yet?
I haven't yet. I do want to say this before I got kicked off, though. Kudos to Tom Scioli for trying to draw Duke with a cigar, and fuck you to IDW for making him take it out.
There's no comics code anymore. They should be able to.
There's no comics code. Kids aren't reading this book in the numbers that they were.
I don't think
these are
really. None of these Transformer books are good for kids.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, what's wrong with a fucking cigar? I don't get that. As a cigar lover too, I'm personally insulted.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird editorial choice or mandate, whatever.
If I ever meet Scioli in a convention or something, I'm gonna give him a blank cover. Just say, draw Duke with like 8 cigars in both hands.
Yoshi's helping you out there. I mean, Darryl's helping you out, Yoshi.
Yes, he is. Hey, he and I shared a cigar at TFCon.
This is it.
Oh. I guess I just smoked and you stood around like a pussy holding in a wrapper.
Dude, this thing was like that fucking long when you gave it to me, and I was seriously falling on my face when I got down to this far. I was not capable of walking around.
You did pass out really quickly when we got back to the hotel room.
Well, it was also like 3 in the morning, and then you introduced this fucking thing to my.
Now you know why my coffee in the morning is so fucking important.
We had a good night.
We did.
Charles bitched out on us. Went to bed and shit.
He was the only one coherent the next day.
That's why.
There's a little cause and effect there.
Yeah.
All right, I think we've gotten off topic.
Maybe.
That's all for trips to the store. Thanks everyone for watching and listening. As always, check out our whole podcast at transmissionspodcast.com. Please visit our sponsor, primetoys.net, collector grade toys without the collector grade prices. That's where I got Ironhide. And you can get a deal at primetoys.net with our code TransmissionsMarch. 10% off your order throughout the month of March. Transmissions March. And if you're interested, you can pick up a birthday present from me. That's cool. I'd totally appreciate that. Also, as a birthday present, you can also leave us comments on Stitcher or iTunes. Leave us 5-star ratings and reviews. You can also give us feedback on our website or talk to us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all those places. If you have a PlayStation 4, join our PlayStation 4 community, Transmissions community, managed by Yoshi. He will let you in, promise. And also, you can support the show directly with Patreon and PayPal, as our wonderful listeners have done on this very episode. So thank you again to Zach and Tom Procia. And I think that's it.
Hashtag let Tom draw stogies.
Tom Scioli, not Tom Procia.
Right.
Tom Procia can
Or
draw
both.
stogies if he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone can draw stogies.
I am so tweeting right now.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Later.